What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This your boy Jay Reed for Jay Reed's Love of Cars. So let's dive right into this video. I went to the track on Sunday. I went to test out these new shift points, and I just wanted to run some laps to see if I could beat my best time. Let's skip to the chase. I didn't beat my best time. It was hot as hell out there. It was at least, I think it was about 103, 104 here in Texas. And then at 7 o'clock, because they opened the track late, so we wouldn't have to deal with the heat, but it was still like 102. But I decided to go anyway. I didn't beat my best time, but I'm okay with that. I kind of expected that. The good thing that happened was first and second shifted fine, but third gear did not shift well. In fact, it was annoying. I was absolutely pegging 7K, hitting the rev limiter, up and down. We still got to fix that, but I don't want to take it back to the shop simply because of this. It's 100 degrees outside. As soon as the temperatures start dropping, I'll be able to get that miles per hour up, and it should shift correctly. And I would hate to make all of these changes now, just in a couple months to have to go back and make the changes again. So we're gonna leave it like it is for now, but what I'm going to do is manually shift into third. So number one, I won't be hitting that rev limiter. Number two, my nitrous can come back on a little quicker because it shuts off around 5,600 for the car to change gears, and then it comes back on. So if I'm pegging 7, that's more time than I'm not on nitrous, and that sucks ass. And let me show you this, because I made a boo-boo. In my haste to get to the track, I ended up cross-threading this right here when I'm putting the bottle back in. Y'all may be thinking, why he got this bottle in his car in his heat? Well, it's not that hot in my garage, and it's in the shade, and I got this. And I keep my bottles in the garage, and I ain't never had no problems. Although, I may need to take this one out. But anyway, I cross-threaded my nitrous bottle, so I'm gonna have to buy another one of these that isn't cross-threaded. So I gotta do that. They're only about $14. No big deal, no big deal. Now, another good thing is I really didn't have to use my purge at all, so that's more nitrous for me and less for the atmosphere, because the bottle stayed up to temp, which it usually will when you're starting out with a full bottle. Not staying up to temp, the pressure stayed up. But let's look at these time slips, because I did beat my best 60 foot. Okay, so I made 4 passes, 4 nitrous passes, 4 passes period. And man, y'all check this out. So my last pass, I was racing a, I think it was a Firebolt. It was an F body, big tire F body. I said, okay, let me see how bad he beat me. He gonna beat me. Man, that car came out the hole on 2 wheels. He was gone. I probably stayed with him up until no time, because as soon as I looked over, he was gone. But I ran a pretty good time, so I was happy. He had to be a 5-second car, to say the least. Anyway, I digress. Let's look at these time slips. We're gonna look at these time slips. I'm trying to put them in order. Let's put them in order. So this is the first one. So I did a 154, okay, that's decent, okay, at 98 miles an hour. I had 7.06. This was when it hit third. Both shifts, both first and second shifted fine. Whoop de whoop, that was a great time. So then I said, let's do some testing. So I decided to manual shift from the burnout all the way to the end of the run. That was a fail, because I wasn't shifting right. So my time dropped to a 7.19 with a 157 60 foot, 98 miles an hour. So my miles per hour was still consistent, but my time was slower because I was messing up my shift points. Then we're gonna move on over to the third run, yeah. And this is where I'll probably hit my best 60 foot ever, which is a 1.52. And I got a 707 at 98. So, man, I don't know how much more consistent you can get with that miles per hour. If you recall, the last time I was at the track, I hit 100, so I wasn't gonna hit 100 this time. Now, on this boo-boo run, it wasn't really boo-boo. I let it do what it do, but he ran off from me. Nevertheless, I hit 99 miles per hour. At this point, this was about 9 o'clock, so we were looking at about 98 degrees. So it's still hot as hell, but I was able to bring it up a miles an hour. So, you know, a 1.56, I'm pretty consistent on my 60 foot. And I'm pretty consistent with that ET. If I left my car like it is, I would be pretty competitive in a 7.0 class, I think. There we have it. Those are the time slips. I still had a great time, even though I really didn't improve. You know, I'm always trying to learn something, man. This nitrous is fun as hell. It's so fun, man. It sits you back in the car. It's ridiculous. A couple of things I'm going to try the next time is I'm going to use my heads-up display. I don't know why I never don't use that. I'm looking at the gauges in the car, where I just need to put it on sport mode too and start changing gears by looking at my heads-up display so I don't have to look down. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to manually change into third, because when I drag race, I'm drag racing in sport mode. So I can just bloop, bloop. I can just bloop, bloop, bloop. And I'm in third. So that alone should help a whole lot. And if it doesn't, then it is what it is. I'm gonna have myself a 7.0 car, but I know it can go faster than a 7.0. And I really feel like my 60 foot can be faster too, because these are pretty much the times that I was making when I didn't have any nitrous. I would think my 60 foot should go down to at least a 1.3. It should at least be around a 1.3, because I'm hitting the nitrous at 3,000 and I'm leaving the line at 3K. So I'm hitting the nitrous off the line. So this 60 foot should be a little bit better than that. But we're gonna say it's the heat, because I'm definitely way over horsepower. I'm making, as far as torque, I think it was around 516 foot-pounds of torque on nitrous. 516 foot-pounds of torque on nitrous, which is at least almost 100 horsepower over what I was previously making. So there's no way that I shouldn't be able to bring this time down. I don't know. I just got to try different stuff. But I got to remember too that they restalled my converter, so that probably has an effect on it as well. I don't know. We got some stuff to figure out, but I know I can bring that down. Anyway, I tried to record some video for you, but that did not work out as planned. My camera mount was janky. I looked at my camera, it was pointed towards the floor. So that didn't work out. So that's why I'm in this hot ass garage talking to you. But anyway, this your boy Jay Reed's Love of Cars. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.